So welcome to the Fix page. Again, my name is Brooke Olson and I'm the owner of the Physio Revolution. And if you're here today, it's because you are looking more for a health and wellness area to hone in on your life. So many people who have come this path before you have really been thinking about, how do I get even started with activity? Meaning, how do I even start a plan to get myself exercising correctly, or making sure that they're doing the correct exercises to avoid future injuries? Or if they're just looking to get moving so that, the ability to get on and off the floor with your kids or your grandkids, or the ability to go for a hike when you'd like to, or sustain a 14er if that's something that you'd like to do in your goal or your bucket list, or just be a weekend warrior with fun things that you like to do around Denver area, because they offer so much, right? So if that is something that you're interested in, then I invite you to click on the body portion of the Fix. Here is where we get to address a little bit more further about how your body's supposed to be moving and what you can do to address certain areas that may be more prone to injury, and how to reverse engineer that process and keep you nice and strong and fit while you're able to do the things that you love to do and not worry about future injuries or possibilities of needing to go down a path of pain medication, injections, or surgery. So I invite you to click on that portion. But if you are also interested in fueling your body correctly, then we have the fuel portion of the Fix, which is more about possibly if you're having stubborn weight that won't come off, or if you're really concerned about future weight issues, or maybe you are just more of the proactive type and want to know a little bit more about if what I'm eating is correct for what I want to obtain in my goals. Meaning, if your goal is to lose weight, or if your goal is to prevent certain diseases, or if you've watched people go down a path of high blood pressure and you're concerned you might have that. Are you fueling your body correctly to avoid that? Or if you're dealing with high cholesterol levels, if you are worried about the lab values, or if you're worried about weight loss and you really want to hone in on that, then I invite you to click on the fuel portion of the Fix. The last portion is an area that we address because we know every day we all deal with stressors, because all of our schedules are jam-packed. We love to fill them up to the brim, and ultimately it means that life crises can happen a little bit more frequently. Or how do we even just sustain going to work, dealing with work, picking up the kids if you have kids, or going home to make sure you have a meal made on time, or making sure you're on time for this, and we just jam-pack our day all the time. And where do I fit into the idea of how do I get my exercise inside of that day, and how do I fit in the correct meal plans as well for that day, and how do I really control my stressors of everyday life? So if you're looking more for a solution to look more into recovery and how your mind should be able to deal with day-to-day in and out stressors and be able to sustain for the next day, then I invite you to click on the mind portion of the of the Fix. And so ultimately, the Fix, again, is this whole body picture that we deal with day in and day out. So we talk about addressing the body, the fuel aspect, and the mind aspect in the Fix, because this is what we encounter day to day. Many people have traveled down the road and have utilized the Fix as an opportunity for them to really hone in on their health and wellness. We do a little bit more differently than what you get at typically a gym membership, or a yoga area, or a Pilates area. We really encompass all three, but we don't have to at the same time. If you are just ready to hone in on your diet and you want to talk to our registered dietitian, by all means, then click on the fuel portion and fill out the form to get started with our registered dietitian. Or if you are looking more at, I just want to learn how to move a little differently, get into personal training or small group classes, then click on the body portion of the Fix. But if you're looking into more stress reduction, you want to learn about maybe meditation, or how yoga can help you, or if we're thinking about how to be a little bit more mindful or journaling, then the mind portion of the Fix will be the solution for you. So you can can encompass all three. You can just get to know them by clicking on each tab and, you know, finding the area that fits you best right now, because ultimately that's what matters. Is if you feel like you're in an area that you need a little bit of a boost and you need to understand, then this is your opportunity to get that. So again, there's a lot of options within each for you to be able to start your journey with us and get to know us a little bit better. So we invite you to click on whatever area that you are looking at right now that would benefit you the most. All right, start by clicking down below and we'll see you in each page.